sure you had that one moment in your lives when you desperately wish Tantra would exist to be able to fix an embarrassing situation. Now, raise your hands if you've ever felt that way in your life, at least one time. Alright, I see a couple of hands. If your hands aren't raised, then you must be one of those rare breeds. Now, regrets are something that are pretty much common in people, especially in teenagers. Like not clicking enough photos or trusting the wrong people and giving the title friendship. Some people throw a tantrum, they cry, they whine, they lose their sleep and waste their time, and that rhymes. But let's be real, it usually fades away in a few days, or probably when you bring it up for a laugh. Now, as I mentioned, these regrets come and go, although there are some missed opportunities, like not applying for that crucial internship or scholarship that could have landed you into your favorite or dream university. And this can considerably affect your academic and career choices. But alas, when dealing with regret, many people cultivate some exceptionally admirable habits, like self-doubt, procrastination, and then isolation and a complete lack of motivation, because why not make things worse? I'm pretty sure you had that one exam, one big exam where instead of grinding, you were probably scrolling through Instagram thinking, just one more video and I'll go off to studying. But let's be honest, that moment never really happened. But that's not the end. Now the self-doubt kicks in. I'll not pass, or probably I'll pull an all-nighter. But then at the end, you see a big F on your paper, and you say to yourself, I'll do better next time. But again, that next time never really existed. I'm pretty sure this has happened to all of us, at least myself, especially for that big math exam. But what if we turn the table around and convert these regrets into stepping stones for growth and success? There are numerous tips and techniques available on the internet, but I have a more concise solution. R cubed plus A cubed equal to G. Sounds cool, right? Don't worry, it's easier than it looks, and I promise no math is involved. First, we consider regrets as a river. Your regrets are now recognized. Now, just as how any river starts somewhere, you need to know where your regrets commence. You know that constant nagging feeling? Yeah, that one. Don't just bury it deep within your thoughts. Take control of it and bring it up like a bubble so you can actually do something about it. Next, the river flows down, reflecting its scenery. That is your thoughts and feelings. Take a moment to let the water flow calmly and consider what your regret is trying to teach you. Let it be 1, 2, 3, 5 minutes, an hour, or even a day. Just try to understand what message is this regret trying to teach you or trying to convey to you. Next is reframe. Imagine steering the river in a new direction and channeling it into something positive. Then now the river gains back its momentum as we move into A cubed, the action side of the equation. Now, first we try to understand or advance ourselves, probably setting new goals and creating a new path for yourself, just like how a river branches into its tributaries. Now the river must move on, water must move on, and this is action. Without action, the river would stagnate. So take those steps forward and follow along the path that you have created and make sure you're staying consistent. Then we have apply. All that has happened and you can't really do much about it. But what you can do is apply the lessons learned into the future decisions. And this is where the river's journey becomes useful. Finally, we have growth. So where does the river lead to? To the ocean, that is growth. Now, the river feeds into the ocean, expanding to something larger. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your personal and professional growth, a result of channeling your regrets into something positive. Let's take an example, shall we? But before that, we can consider this formula as a blueprint for reinvention. Now let's go to the example, Arianna Huffington. Early in her career, she faced a lot of rejection when publishing her second book. We generally quit in this scenario, but she used her experience to sharpen her abilities and develop herself, becoming a thriving media empire. I can also take myself as an example. You see her, that's me, but a few years back. She never really cared about exams or any other extracurriculars. All that she cared about was, as you can see in the picture, eating pizza and playing with her friends. But then the results came in, and oh boy, did the regret hit hard. Suddenly I was staring at a lot of missed chances, lost time, and a lot of what-ifs. What if I had just studied more sincerely like they did? What if I had just enrolled in other competitions or in Olympiads? I always wished Tantra would exist to be able to go back a few years to do all of these. But here's the truth. Even if Tantra was real, it wouldn't really matter. Why? Because regrets are pretty much pointless once the moment's gone. Wishing for the past to be different doesn't get you anywhere. But what really matters is how you respond to it. Regrets are just like an annoying app running in the background of your phone but doing nothing useful. You can either let it slow you down or just stop the app and focus on what's ahead. So ladies and gentlemen, here I am standing in front of you, that carefree girl. She's still a part of me, but now I'm someone who has taken those missed chances and created new opportunities. I am the founder of a non-profit organization where young minds come together and design and create robots. I'm also a founder of a blog site where I share my opinions and ideas. And I've also interviewed a lot of CEOs and medical practitioners, and I'm also an aspiring doctor. So ladies and gentlemen, you can consider regrets like a compass. Sure, they might sting you at first, but if you pay close attention, it can actually point you in the right direction. So next time you find yourself cringing at a regret, please remember it is not the end of the world. Thank you.